Welcome back to Attingham Park for episode 15 with me, Mr. Silly P. It's now 12:30, just after lunchtime, and I have been perusing the work we have done, and we have done a mighty fine job of it too. The money went up, the money's come down a bit as well, again, as you've already seen. Wood chipping was done. Yes, we made some money from it, but not primarily for the money. This field here is a fairly large field, and it also had a lot of space around it, more down the far side and across the bottom section. If we go onto here and have a look, so this section down here where it kind of sweeps down at an angle, that's not what I wanted. There we go. The actual field itself comes down at an angle here and then came across the bottom. We had all the wooded area here, and this bit here where it bends up, I thought, well, why don't I just take that straight across, and here, where possible, come as straight up as I can. I think I came straight up, and then here I had to bend across a little bit up to that top corner. So I've extended the field, made it a fair bit bigger actually. It has been ploughed, as you can see where it says needs ploughing there. It's not red, so it does need ploughing. If we go across to our precision farming, pH level, I have been over it and limed it. That's good. But obviously it's going to need nitrogen once we put a crop in it, which we're going to do momentarily. Field 3 that had sunflower in, that has also been done and pH'd. We got about 9,500 litres of sunflower off there. Off of here, we got about 100,000 litres. The problem is we already had some, didn't we? Where are we? We had some corn already. From the pallets we bought, I think, yeah, we've got 136,553 litres now, so we had a little over 100,000 litres. So that's fantastic. We're good for corn at the moment. We've got a bit of everything else, so we're kind of ticking over. What I'm going to do is, though, I'm going to seed it. Well, I'm actually going to plant it. We're going to buy a new planter. And like I say, from the wood chips we sold from clearing the trees around that field, the money went up, so I bought a GNU. Now it might be pronounced new. I'm going to say GNU. A wildebeest is the other word for GNUs are also known as wildebeest. As soon as I heard that, this is going to show my age. I don't know how many people are going to remember this. Who remembers Theophilus P. Wildebeest? Lenny Henry did a sketch. Was it for Comic Relief the first time he did it? It was a character he did. Oh, it's just every time I hear the word wildebeest, I think of that. Anyway, that being said, so we're going to go grab the GNU. We're going to sell the plants we've got. We're going to buy a bigger planter. But while we're here, I said I was going to see if I could find some information about St. Eter's Church. And I have. The current rector here at St. Eter's Church is the Reverend Andrew Knight and has been since 2014. What I like, I was looking on the St. Eter's website, the actual church website, and I found some information elsewhere. What I love is this, right? St. Eter's Church is open for Sunday services at 11 a.m. But obviously you have to wear masks, and you're used to have to pre-book. Say used to in the current situation. But this is the great bit, and this shows a sign of the times we're in. Other services will continue via Zoom. If you'd have said that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, people would have gone, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, how bizarre is that? So, yeah. But anyway, St. Eter's Church. Fascinating place. St. Eter's Church, the first St. Eter's Church on this site was said to have been built in the 8th century. So 700 and something. But there's no longer any trace of that church here. There has been a church present here on the site at least by 1075. The oldest part of the present church is in the nave and dates from the late Saxon, early Norman era. So you're looking at, well, 1066 on, or before that with Saxon, then Norman. Tower is probably from the 12th century, the chancel from the 13th century, and the south porch is dated 1665. Although the church was restored in the late 19th century, so I mean, if you say late now, oh, that's that's still 18 something, isn't it? Church is open every day during daylight hours and is well worth a visit. I can't believe that something's been on this site since the 8th century. Man, awesome. So there we go. Bit of information for the area for today. Just thought I'd throw it in there. I mentioned in the last episode and I thought I'm determined I'm not going to forget this time. I'm not going to forget to do a little bit about the local area. What I'm going to do is look up a bit about Attingham next as well, see if we can find some information about Attingham itself. But I would imagine it would have grown up around the church, or there might have been some habitation here, then the church was built for obviously local residents. Now, the GNU. I had a few options here with regard to, and I was right what I said, recently there was a new version brought out, so you can have this one which is 700 horsepower, or the wheeled version. The wheeled version is 800 horsepower. I went for the tracked 700, you know, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Attingham and the surrounding area reverberating with the sound of a 700 horsepower tractor. Probably a bit overkill for the area, but I just couldn't resist. And as we rocket sled towards FS22 coming, it's that kind of thing now. Oh, I want to use this, I want to use that. Oh, let's grab that, let's grab that. You know, just throw all the rules out the window. So let's sell the planter. We're going to get a slightly larger one. Going to get that planted. I'm also going to. Oh, that was what I was going to do. Let's sell that. 79 grand. I'm going to buy another field. I'm going to buy the one I talked about, field 37. So it kind of helps them block in. Field 42 is all grass. I don't want to go for that one really. I did think about field 13 maybe across the river. But field 37 has still, I think, got oats in it. And are they ready to harvest? They are ready to harvest. So, you know what? 219,000. Let's buy it. Well, then we got more fields then to do our rolling. You know, when you've only got one field or two fields, you know, you plant them, wait for them to grow, harvest, then you plant them again, wait. If you've got a load of fields, you can do that rolling process of kind of then you end up just rolling around each set and doing them. Right, planter, let's get that done. And then what I'm hoping to do before the end of the episode, I always kind of set myself a target of some description. I want to get some more cows. That's the plan. I want planters. I'm going to go for, because our other ones are John Deere. I'm not doing that because of that. I just thought I want to use something different. I'm going to go for the DB60, 24 row. It's 155 grand. It's a bit pricier than I would normally spend. 18 metres. Why not? Is all I can say. Well, just why not? What am I going to put in the ground though with it? I might do soybean on this one. I've got, what did I plant in the other one? Sunflower and wheat we've got going. We can't do cotton on here. It's not a crop type that's available in this part of the world. I did think about sugar beet, but that'd be a massive harvest. We've done carrots already. That's not to say I can't do more carrots. Standard. Refuge Plus. I don't want to do liquid fertilizer. I don't want to bother with that. Wilbrand, Treadable, Michelin. Oh, let's go with that. John Deere crawler tracks, I think. Yeah, because it looks cool. Oh, do I go with those ones or those ones? Those ones. Lights configuration, work lights. Yes, please. So many additions here. No, leave that attaches. Do I want a trailer hitch? We'll have it just in case. GPS configurations, no. Ridge markers, no, I don't want them. Oh, I'm for first conveyor. Absolutely, let's have that on there. Nice. Wheel covers, no. And, oh, that's taking the price up to 191 grand. Can I afford it? Hum ha, let's get it. Buy. I mean, to be fair, we got the money back on the last one. So, it hasn't cost us that much. It still cost us that much, just doesn't seem as bad. Now, in the yard here at our new farm up here, and again, I'm sorry, GB, I don't know why. Normally on most maps, I'll work out, you know, the layout of the land. I can drive from place to place, no problems at all. And most of the places, I remember the names. The farms, I cannot remember. Malthouse and Brompton. Why can't I remember those two names? At Malthouse Farm, we have now had a CNS silo put in, so that's all good. We're good for our seed and lime, etc., etc. We're going to get this put in. This is fairly loud when it gets going, but I'll be honest, I really like it. It's crisp, it's clean, it's an absolute monster. Price wasn't too bad either. I think it was 350 grand for the base model. To change that from corn to soybean. Now, there is a DB, what did I go for? The DB90. Yeah, there's the 60, there's a 120. Oh no, did I go for the 60? Yeah, so the 60 is 18 metres, the 90 is 27, and the 120 is, I want to say 36 feet. Oh, hang on. This is going to be interesting. This is why farmers in areas like this don't have machinery like this. For this very reason. I don't think I'm going to get round there. Oh, I don't know. Am I going to catch? Just caught the fence post. Oh no. Can I just... Oh, I just squeaked that through, didn't I? Once I'm out into the fields, it's fine, because I've got my bridge, I've got my shortcuts around the field areas. I mean, the lanes around where I mean, that's going to fill a lane though, isn't it? I might store this up here though. Or will I? I don't know, maybe. I just thought we've got a massive new field. I'm made massiver by me. Massiver. Now, what do I need to do here? Just open cover. Ah, there we go. I think, yeah, it swung it out slightly to the side. Does it still fill? Please tell me some of the ones that won't fill from here. It'll decide it doesn't like it. Oh no! 4,400. Let's close cover. Turn that off. Nope. Too many buttons on my side panel. This is Farm Wars, a GNU Hope. Sorry. Sorry. Seriously though, that looks good, doesn't it? I'm not imagining things. Right, let's open this up. So the question is now, do I get a bigger seeder as well? I mean, we could do, couldn't we? This is JHHG. Sure it is, isn't it? It will be in the description by the time the video goes up. But the details on these and the animations and everything, it's just absolutely fantastic. Right. We're on soybean. Let's get crack-a-lacking, shall we? This should have no problem pulling it with its mere 400. 700 horsepower. What is it, 400? Fans going on the planter. Sorry, I always say seeder. Oh, I've missed a bit. Getting so carried away looking at it. So you'll see what I mean here. So down this edge, I tried to go as straight as I possibly could, and we are a lot further over. I mean, realistically, the amount I ploughed out, I did that all off screen. Off screen yesterday, I spent a bit of time, obviously finishing off the harvest, ploughing the fields, liming them, getting them done. And I think what I ploughed out would equate to an average size field on a lot of maps. You know, it's so we've kind of increased this by a fair old bit. I'm very happy with the way things are progressing. Now obviously, my fields that I've previously planted aren't ready to harvest yet. And the field we just bought is the oats in that. I'm going to do that with the harvester we've got now, but I am definitely buying a new harvester. Again, not sure at the moment whether I'm going to keep the one we got or just replace it or run two. I can't quite make my mind up. So the only downside I've got on here, I mean, I should be alright as far as we go with regard to limits of equipment allowed in the area, if you know what I mean. I think we might be alright to get a second one, because we are at that point where I'm almost, you know, this isn't a bad size, 18 metres. No, I could go, you know, like I did on Stone Valley, and you know, we could go for 30+ metre seeders and planters, and you know, have all that lovely Borgo stuff. But realistically, I think this is probably as big as I'd want to go for this area, maybe. The tractor, definitely. I mean, it's an absolute beast. I mean, that being said, I saw, when was it? A little while ago now, on my way to see my brother. So we were heading towards Colchester. And on one of the roads towards Colchester, so I always keep my eye out, because there's lots of farmland, and you know, I've stopped many a time and taken pictures of, you know, farm equipment during harvests and tractors and things, and in laybys, and I'm that kind of nerd. Sorry. But as we were coming in towards Colchester through Marks Tay, there was what was it? It was a Challenger, a tractor Challenger. No, I've never seen a real one up to that point, only in the game. And weirdly, it didn't seem out of place. I mean, the field sizes aren't huge around there, but I think it was ploughing at the time. So I suppose, yeah, it's not uncommon to get vehicles like this. You know, I know one of my subscribers and a friend of the channel, who is a lorry driver, John. You said Don, sorry, John. He goes off delivering all around the place, a lot of stuff to farms and things like that. And he'll always, if he goes to a farm and he finds farm machinery, I suppose while they're unloading and doing whatever they're doing, he has a bit of a wander and he takes pictures and stuff. He'll send me the pictures he's taken. I think he does it more for my benefit than anyone else's, but I love it. And quite a few times there's been a few, you know, the tracked class that was it was the Challenger, was it Challenger? Challenger class cross kind of hybrid-y type thing. Yeah, sent me a picture of one of those, and yeah, all sorts of really cool stuff. So yeah, it's not, you know, it's not unheard of, but it's not as common as you might think. So again, once this is done, the class at the top end of the field, that's got the fertiliser spreader on it. So once I've got this all planted, we'll get over with our nitrogen. We'll get the auto application rate on, so we're putting down exactly what we need to, and we should be absolutely golden. Now, I'll be honest with you, there are the various different charts. I know GB sent me the one for 6 ashes, and a few people have sent me them. I don't know if it's general or specific to maps, or whether map makers alter them or not. But regarding the yields versus the soil types, so there's a maximum yield you can get depending on what crop you're putting in the soil type. So certain soil types prefer certain crops. But in that kind of thing of doing a crop rotation as well, I suppose it's that thing you have to kind of factor in, you know, I'm going to put this in the ground, but even doing everything to it, because of the soil type, the maximum yield I will get is this. If I planted the same crop in that field 2 fields over, you know, whatever it might be, I'm going to yield far higher because the soil type's slightly different. Or, you know, I'm not overly bothered about that, in all honesty. What I'm putting in here, if I was doing this, the same crop in the same field year after year after year, or I was bouncing between 2 different crop types, you know, if I was doing soybean and corn, or, you know, and that was what my farm predominantly did, then year after year you would build up that data and you would see what had changed, you'd see. But if I'm doing like a few different harvests here and there, I could absolutely try and maximise everything, and for a particular soil type pick the right crop for the right soil type to give me maximum yield. But then that kind of limits you a little bit for crop rotation, so I'm not too bothered about that. Whatever we get off of it is what we're going to get. If the yield's not looking as I say as great as we hoped, I don't know. I'm putting soybean in this field now. I have no idea what this would yield on its maximum, so whatever I get is going to be whatever I get. Does that make sense, or am I just talking nonsense now? Probably just talking nonsense. I'm good at that. Let's raise that up a little bit. No, stop. Let's get a couple of straight lines in, then we can get a work cracking away. with a worker, plugging away on field 12, getting that planted. Let's go and grab the regular header, avoiding as many chickens as possible. Oh, you know what? We might get through that. Yes. Without hitting any. The cedar planter we just sold, I emptied out, so yeah, I need to tidy some of this up. Actually, my silo, then with the update on the silo, that'll probably take all that. I need to grab a trailer. I'll put all that into the smaller trailer and we'll put that into the silo. And then we've got our silos good to go. Where am I going? Right, so yeah, let's get the oat harvest done. And I can start re-prepping that field. I'm not sure. Whoa, need to hit the fence. Potatoes, are they done? They are. Potatoes are ready to harvest. How are they? What? What's happened? How come we've suddenly... I know I've got my growth on... Oh no, did I turn it on to fast? I might put it on fast, I didn't mean to. Ah. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's me saying, my fields aren't ready to harvest yet. Well, let's get the oat harvest done. Actually, I don't even know how to get into this field. I assume it's along the main road here. Main road. Along this lane. Let's open that up while we're going. I don't think I'm going to enable straw swath. We've got plenty of straw. Oh, is that a bit church? Should I do it anyway and gather the straw? You can never have too much. Oh yeah, because I know what I could do. Again, it's a bit naughty. But off the back of me putting straw into my mixer wagon on its own to do the bedding. Now you can spend hours and hours with the pelletizer and that kind of thing, but obviously that little problem, that glitch or whatever it is happening. That if you put straw, it doesn't work with hay, but if you put straw into a mixer wagon, it turns it into pellets immediately. If you've got storage for said pellets, you can spend a load of time transferring either from bales or... How do I get into this field? Seems you've gone a long way about this. Oh, there's a gate in the corner. Yeah, you get your pellets straight away. Whether you put bales in or you put loose in, you get pellets. And I suppose we could then go and sell those pellets because the pellets are worth more than loose straw. We could do that. That's beyond dodgy. I mean, I do some dodgy stuff every now and again, but that is a little bit more than... Am I going to get around there? Should have turned earlier. No, I'm not, am I? I'm going to ruin my header if I carry on doing that. My ladder. Okay. Nope. Well done. I should have... Need to go sweep in from that way, don't we, really? This is not going well. Let's bring that down there. Yeah, awful harvest driving. Let's take it more that direction. Will that work? Please don't hit anything now. There we go. We're in. And now I'm stuck on a tree. Oh, nothing's going wrong. It's all gone wrong for me. There we go. Good grief. What a palaver. There's another one for you. Debacle, fracas, palaver. Take your pick. It's one of them, if not all of them. Just take a wander through the woods in our harvester, because that's what you do with an expensive harvester. Just go crashing around the undergrowth. Pick that up, fold that up. Actually, the header I might be able to keep. I should be able to just take it into the shop and switch it over. Can I do that? Maybe. Enable straw. You know what? I'm going to enable straw swath. We'll have the straw swath on the ground. At the end of the day, if we decide we're not going to do it, we can just cultivate it or plough it in. We don't have to have it. that will be entirely our choice. Now the oats, I think we're probably just going to sell. Like I say, we don't have horses, so it's not a crop we need, and I don't think we can't feed to the pigs. Again, I have to check that because I don't know if I'm confusing my mixer wagons up between here and Italia Demo, because one of them it does allow for all these extra crop types, but that might be the Robert. I can't remember. So once field 12 is planted, I'm going to get the fertilising on that. We'll get this one harvested. Straw, I'm going to have to pick it up, aren't I? If I want to re-prep this field, what we'll do is we'll check all the figures. I'm going to have to... I've got to stop buying fields. Just suddenly remembered I'm going to have to soil sample again, aren't I? Yeah. Never mind. Buying one field at a time, it's not too bad. I think if I bought multiple fields, the soil sampling... I know a few people have mentioned, and I know because it sends out its signal for the... sends out its signal. Soil sampling takes a soil sample, and that's representative of an area. A lot of people did say initially, why is it not done in squares? I suppose because of the shape of the fields, what was the best shape to go with, you know? The circles aren't great because they don't overlap particularly well, in which case you get these little gaps here and there, and if you want to get a full coverage you have to spend money doing those little gaps. Squares would line up a lot better, obviously, but then if you've got odd shaped fields you would then lose a bit on the edges maybe. I don't know, how they would go about it, but I know a lot of people did say they would prefer the soil sampling area to be larger, so you don't have to do as many soil samples. But then we don't know what's coming with FS22. When they did a lot of the streams and a lot of the stuff regarding it, they talked about it, and they had the guy there from John Deere, who are kind of pioneering that whole thing with giants and all these different universities. There's so much going on with all of that precision farming stuff. They are talking about changes to it and upgrades and updates. They were talking about various different mapping, in inverted commas. What that's going to look like, I don't know. They were talking about intelligent weeding and spraying, which a lot of those things do exist at the moment, where they have loads and loads of cameras, and the actual weeds or the plant they're planting is recognised by the computer system. And as the thing goes along, the cameras identify the plants, anything that's not a plant, that they directly spray weed killer and herbicides and fungicides, all those kind of things, onto affected areas. Basically just spot weeding, really. I know it's already being done by drone. They'll go out with drones and they'll just spot apply, so you haven't got to drive through a field, you just fly over it, find the area, wallop, hit it a little bit and off you go. So yeah, I don't know, it's be interesting to see what comes, what new stuff we're going to get. It's going to be fascinating, really. But anyway, all of that off the back of me saying, oh yeah, I'm going to need to do some more soil sample. So I will. And then what we'll do, before we do the harvest on our other two fields that we've just planted and that are now, I say just planted. Was it yesterday? However many episodes ago it was, too. We'll get the new harvester to do that. I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is yielding better than I thought it would. I don't know what oats are paying out at the moment. It's not normally a huge amount, but of course with the production chains in FS22, with our oats we can take them off to the cereal factory. You know, I like the fact there's so many other things you can do with them, you know, rather than just, oh yeah, well, oats, that's fine, we can use them for horses. We can get a straw swath from them or sell them directly, but having another revenue stream from them, I think it makes all this stuff just more relevant, you know. It gives you so much more you can do with it. It's all well and good having new crop types and different crop types, but if they don't really have much of a relevance, why have them, you know, kind of thing. Anyway, I'm in a very chatty mood today, I've noticed. I don't know why. Just lots of things on my mind, I guess. The GNU and the DB60 work like an absolute champ. What a combination. So both these fields are done. I put soybean in both. Now we need to get our auto application rate fertilizer on. Is it soybean doesn't need it? That's interesting. Did I have this before when I did soybean? Right, let me check something. Always double check. Yeah. pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect, because the soybean's going to put nitrogen into the ground itself, so it doesn't require any extra. Oh, that's the same bad there. There's a couple little spots. I might whiz over anyway, because it'll only apply it where it needs it. That's interesting. So whilst on the field it looks awful, you're like, oh no, that's awful, it's all red, look, bottom left. None of it's green, doesn't need it. That's going to save us a few quid, isn't it? Yeah, I think we're going to be fine across the whole field. Nitrogen's exactly where it needs to be for that particular crop type. Only time will tell. Now, do I just accept the fact that that's how it is? Or do I still go across the entire field to make absolutely certain, in my mind, where are we? Yeah, I guess so. We'll whiz up to the top as well. That's why precision farming just always messes with your mind. Because it's that kind of, you're looking bottom left at the map and like, red's bad. Red's bad. It has to have more than that. It's got to be green, surely. Can't cope with it. No. We are absolutely golden. Okay, well that'll need to go back to the yard then. That's all good. Now, do I grab the GNU and let's grab the GNU and we'll grab a livestock trailer. Now, this is going to be interesting to see how well this fares on the road. Let's turn that off. Disconnect that. We'll come back and work out where we're going to put that. It's loud, it's raucous, it's garish. It runs at 40 miles an hour. Awesome! I love the sound that one. That really gets chugging. Oh, I wish this coffee would stop. It's driving me mad. Lovely. Right, yeah, so what we'll do is, yeah, we'll let everything carry on. Where am I going? I'm not changing that. I need to get a livestock trailer. I suppose the amount of work I've done, I should have really bought a livestock trailer, really. We'll go for the one I know, transport, there we go. That's the one I like. Does the job. Well, that's saying I do 6. At a certain point, I don't have a lorry yet, do I? I need to invest in a lorry. Although my slots are looking a bit dicey. I've got to do all that work on the sort of farm shop type thing too. Oh, that's not good, is it? Do we go for that one? Yeah, not that it matters really. Leave the main colour, leave the tyres. That's all good. Lease that. 770 to lease. Not bad. So it'll be a couple of runs. So I want to... I think I did, yeah, 12 last time, didn't I? So let's grab it. it's just so wide. Give way. I don't give way. I'm a 700 horsepower beast. But I will still give way. It's the law. Yeah, look at that. I cannot imagine driving on the roads in the UK and coming across one of these or something similar. We're up on the pavement. Then we definitely need that beacon on. Then probably our indicators too. Mind the hedge. Still going on. Why are my indicators not working? There we go. Sorry, no indicators, hazard lights. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. I thought I'd have to keep pulling over and moving out the way, but there was just enough room. What have we got already? Brown and... what have we got already? Brown and white? Yeah, brown and white. So I thought we did. Better make sure. You know what I'm like for buying the wrong livestock? Back up. So, we're getting done what we needed to do. I wanted to get field 12 planted, that's done. I wanted to buy the GNU, that's done. We bought a new planter, that's sorted. We bought another new field, that's now currently being harvested. Cows I wanted to get sorted out. We are doubling our herd. So the guys are unloading. It's coming all right. I say I'll collect all that straw off spit. I don't know if I'm going to do that pellet thing. Like I said in the last episode about these ideas, you have, whoa. You get these ideas in your head and you think, oh yeah, but then there's that little niggle saying I shouldn't really. You know, there's taking advantage of things that are here, and I have done in the past, and I do. You know, these little idiosyncrasies, these little things that probably shouldn't happen but do happen, and you think, oh, I could do that, and you do it, but even then when you're doing it, you're back in mind, you're thinking, oh, should I have though? And then we'll sort the feed out. Gates open, that's good. Actually, it's probably doing mucking out again, there's manure on the ground. I do like the speed of the GNU as well. I say it's 40 miles an hour, it's not a slouch, is it? Let's get them in. So there will be another 6 going in. Stop that there. Beacon off. Now, have I got any TMR pre-mixed? I can't remember if I have or not. Or whether I'm going to need to mix some. And then we'll sort the water out as well. Oh yeah, I did pre-mix some. Not a lot though. I can't remember what the mix is I need to do on this. Of course, I'm on the wrong side. What's the capacity? I've forgotten. 32,000 litres. So we want 8 of silage. And we want and then the rest should be hay. We should turn lighter as it turns to total mixed ration. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. And with this, with all these various different jobs on the way, on the go, I think that's where we'll leave it today. Like I say, all those jobs have now been done. We're going to need to prep our new field and also get the grass off it. I'll decide what I'm going to do about the pellet thing, I'm not too sure. Clean the feed area out here, and then next episode, new harvester. I'm looking forward to that immensely. That's better, correct side. I mean, that's even better. That's actually in the troughs. Probably does help a little bit more. If you have enjoyed it, if you're still enjoying it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.